Alright, welcome back. We are continuing, I think, roughly where we left off before. It's another day, so I did have to do my dailies and whatnot, and that always causes a little bit of unsure of where I left off before. But anyway, we're back. I see a Thief's Trove over here. Let's go grab that one real quick. Alright, and it looks like we are going in here to start our story quest.
Good find, cohort.
Thanks, Xander. Where's a mushroom so we can piss him off right after his compliment? I don't see one though.
It is good to see you again, my friend. Now I understand why Tuwaka bid me to come here to HoonDing's watch. If you are to save the Alakir Desert from the Withered Hand, there are things you must learn from the spirits of this place.
There are spirits here?
Yes, many of them. And pilgrims come from all over Hammerfell to honor them, the heroes of our greatest wars. It is usually a quiet affair, but when one such as you arrives, spirits of friend and foe alike awaken to create a portrait of the past.
What do they want?
To teach you, if you are to be champion of the Alakir, you must understand the spirit of this desert and its people. Tuwaka says you must walk in the steps of our heroes, battle the spirits of the enemies they faced, then you will understand.
Alright, fair enough. I will go fight these spirits.
First, you will face the Enodoc peoples. When the regatta first crashed on these shores, the Needs were first to challenge them. Fight the Enodoc soldier spirits, claim their essences, and use them to summon and face their leader, War Chief Hakon.
Who were the regatta?
That was the name of our Yokudan ancestors during the exodus from our ancient homeland. After Yokuda sank beneath the waves, they sailed here in search of a new home. Their coming was not peaceful. You see, the term regatta means warrior wave.
Oh, noted. Who were the Enodoc peoples?
The Enodoc peoples were the ancient ancestors of our human kin here in Tamriel. Those who dwelled on the Isle of Hern had long struggled to resist the elves prior to the regatta's arrival. Upon seeing the Yokudan sails, they took up the sword again.
I take it they lost?
They struggled mightily. We honor their bravery. But no, they fell before the Yokudan onslaught like all the others.
Are your priests returning to Tuwaka's throne?
Yes, my friend, albeit slowly. Not all heed Tuwaka's words as I do. When the withered hand is no more, we will have much to do. All the corpses to be cleaned and dressed. Zet's tears. We will need more throne keepers. Of that I am certain.
All right. Are you gonna... Thank you. The enemy gonna Baron?
You are not welcome here.
Oh,
We will
there he is.
defend our land.
Yeah, I hear you. You guys let me through, please and thank you. Oh, he moved. Oh, he's over there. Why'd you move? Oh wait, wrong one.
Satakal eats himself, and the spirits move to the far shores.
Shiri said you might know about the third Anzi ward.
Shiri? I do not know this name, nor do I know anything about any Onse ward. I know only that Satakal will soon devour himself, devour us all. We must warn them. Or must we? No, it matters not.
I think the sun might have baked you a little.
In our fight against the Needs, we saw the raw power of defiance. We came to respect Tamriel and its warriors. You must now battle the giant goblinkin. The Regada's long road to conquest was paved with thousands of these beasts' corpses.
I've never heard of giant goblins.
Such things are difficult to imagine, yes. In those times, goblins were mighty beasts, and their cruelty was not tempered by cowardice as it is now. Their filthy strongholds littered the sands of Hammerfell like a pox when the Regada arrived.
That sounds horrible.
Horrible indeed. Our Yokudan ancestors could not tolerate such a blight on their new homeland. They would suffer no rivals, and so one of their mightiest heroes, Frandar HoonDing, rallied the swords of the Regada to slay the beasts.
What happened to him?
Tuatha claimed him during one of the bloodiest battles of the campaign. But his son, Divad, filled with wrath over the slaying of his father, soon rose to take command of the Regada. He swore to avenge his father, no matter the cost.
Was he successful?
The Song of Divad tells us that he and his band of sword singers worked their sacred forges and consulted eldritch tomes for many long years to create 5 great swords. With these blessed blades, the Regada forever vanquished the giant goblins.
What is my task?
Well, Tuatha tells me that you must do battle with the spirits of the long-dead giant goblinkin. To what end? I do not know. But
Okay. In the top right, you'll see something about the Golden Pursuits. I'm not a fan of it this month because you have to go to Cyrodiil and do PvP. And so it is going to be 1 month where I will not have the Golden Pursuits because I have 0 interest in PvP. And I sort of dislike that nearly every... that every Golden Pursuit since they've introduced it has been involving PvP. There's plenty of people who don't like PvP, and I don't know why they want to make you PvP in order to get any type of rewards. So, annoying. Or it could be that they've discovered that it's not super popular and they need people to do it. I don't know. I can't imagine that it wouldn't be popular. Hold on, we gotta tick off Xander real quick. Okay.
Distasteful.
Ironically, it was in our fight against the hideous goblins that we came to love the desert and its simple beauty. Now you must face the proud orc warriors of ancient Orsinium. The fight for the orc city proved to be one of our greatest trials.
Tell me of Arsinium.
It is the heart of Orcdom in Tamriel, settled at the foot of the Hrothgarian Mountains. It is a city of simple things, towering and cold. It has been razed and rebuilt countless times. The orcs are a tenacious people.
I take it that the Ukondans were one of the conquerors?
Conquerors is a strong word, but yes, of course they were. Our ancestors and the Bretons laid siege to the city for 30 years before finally breaching the walls and razing the city. The orcs proved to be fearsome adversaries.
What is my task?
You must face the ancient orcish specters in battle, and then summon and defeat their leader, General Thashaga. Tawaka says there is great wisdom to be gleaned from this.
Okay. I don't know where I'll show up at, so I keep having to cough.
You are not welcome here. We will defend our land.
How invigorating.
I got distracted because I'm desperately trying to get something to drink. Because I'm trying to stave off a coughing fit. Alright. Am I gonna add to her problems? I don't know, depends who's on asking.
Well,
The swords of Yukuda were not often sheathed. Our long siege of Orsinium taught us the value of patience. Now you must face the forces of the Breton king, Joal, a treacherous asp, whose lust for power led to broken alliances and countless sorrows.
Who was King Jolie?
He was the king of Daggerfall during the siege of Orsinium. The embers of the Orcish hold had not even cooled before he took up arms against our ancestors, his former allies. He was slain by a heroic sword singer at the Battle of Bankarai Pass.
What is my task?
You must slay the perfidious spirits of King Joal's Breton army. Then King Joal himself, I suspect. Tuwaka shall be watching.
Alright, Joel is his name, not Jolie.
stupid Redguard. You served your purpose. Now you will die.
Oh, rude. This way, it looks like. Ooh, walk right into it. I don't wanna. I don't want to. Now, is this sandstorm part of this just this mountain, or is this just happenstance that there's a sandstorm as I'm here doing this? Because, you know, I kind of like it. Right, I'm gonna go this way. Oh, there's fishing in that water. Is it foul water? I would think that would be foul water.
Joal's betrayal taught us yet another virtue. Caution. Wariness. We remain slow to trust, but loyal beyond measure. You have reached the summit. The Make-Way God sees much at this height. Have you learned the greatest lesson of this place?
Maybe. What is the lesson?
The greatest lesson of HoonDing's watch is this. Wars are fleeting, but honor is eternal. The dunes of time are ever shifting. Kings rise and fall. Cities are raised and rebuilt. Alliances are forged and broken. But honor, glory, legend remains. Your valor strikes a mighty bell. The heroes have come here themselves. Nakela Leki, Derek Hallen, and both Frandar and Divad HoonDing. Their spirits have come here to meet you, to challenge you, and to teach you.
I must fight the heroes themselves now.
No, you will not cross blades. The Sword Singers were as much mages as warriors. They sought strength of body and of mind. These spirits will speak to you. Choose your words with care, though. Tawaka says they seek to teach and to test.
Alright, I'll speak to the heroic spirits. Hey, this looks like this is gonna be fun. We'll just...
The blades are forbidden. We must not use them.
Without them, our people, our civilization will die.
Taking up those blades may lead to something far worse than death.
All choices exact a toll, Wayfarer. Some are trivial, but some linger for generations. I was forced to drink from a bitter cup in my time, and all Redguards had paid the price. I wonder if you would have made the same choice. Giant goblins, beasts thought conquered by Divad, have returned. The fight goes poorly. You know the location of powerful magicked blades, but they are dangerous. They were hidden for a reason. Do you seek out the blades, or fight on without them?
I battle on.
You would have met a glorious end. We chose the blades and destroyed the beasts. But as a result, the Shahai, our spirit swords, were forever destroyed. Centuries of wondrous tradition was snuffed out. I must bear this weight, always.
I was guessing that because of the conversation that he was having with his buddy.
I spent my early years as a maiden of the Spirit Blade. As early as I can remember. Great heroes often carry the greatest regrets. They lie buried in the sand with the bones and broken blades, hidden, forgotten. I had many stories to pass on, but only one is known. Hearken to me.
Okay, go on.
You have won a great battle and covered yourself in glory. But you are gravely wounded. A magical memory stone will allow you to record your last thoughts. Do you think of the battle recording history? Or do you immortalize your beloved family?
I'm gonna choose my family.
Family is paramount, yes. But are not all Redguards bound by blood? In immortalizing your own family, you may have robbed a civilization of one of its greatest glories. The price of legend is high. The battle is celebrated, but my family is lost.
Yeah, I was right. Foul.
We must consider negotiation, my son.
To the dogs with that! Hira has killed my mother. He killed your wife.
What you say is true. But many more wives and sisters will die if we take up the sword.
This cave has made a coward of you. We must fight!
To choose for oneself is simple. To choose for a nation is hard. The heaviest blade is as a feather compared to the trust of one's people. Abide with me, and listen carefully.
Yes, please continue.
A tyrant threatens your people. If you submit to him and become his willing thrall, your people will be shown mercy. If you attack, you and your people will be driven from your homeland and exiled to the sea. What do you do?
I would attack.
I too choose to attack. But all choices bear a cost, Wayfarer. When the last sword was sheathed in the shadow of Mount Hatu, the dead were beyond counting. Many more were lost at sea during the Exodus. Was the price of honor too high?
Okay, maybe this way.
The goblins approach, my lord. They will slaughter our scouts.
We must hold this pass or the war is lost. Their sacrifice will be remembered always.
Many of our noblest warriors will be slain. How can you turn your back to them?
A goat will run if you strike it. A jackal may bite if you give chase. Only man can choose to do nothing. The path of restraint is often the hardest. I pose to you a question, one that still haunts me.
Yes, go on.
You are a scout for a great army, perched on a mountainside. In the pass below, a band of enemy soldiers slowly approach the position of your dearest friend. Do you abandon your post to help your friend, or do you remain hidden to report the attack?
The train. One life for many, or many for one life. I remain hidden.
So, you place duty above personal concerns. Your superiors would be pleased, certainly. But could you bear the guilt? Could you walk all the long trails of your life, knowing that your inaction led to the death of your closest friend?
Okay, we go back. I keep yawning, and I'm so sorry if it's coming across the mic. I'm not tired. I mean, maybe I am, but I just woke up. I shouldn't be tired.
Tuwaka tells me the heroic spirits have returned to their slumber.
Did I pass the spirit's test?
Ah, only Tuwaka has such knowledge, my friend. I could barely hear you from here. Luckily, Tuwaka has shared some of his wisdom with me.
What have you learned?
You walk the narrow path that cuts between glory and sacrifice, valor and patience. You measure your pursuit of honor with reason and foresight. To see all ends is a gift only Tuwaka possesses. But to walk in his footsteps is wise indeed.
Is this what I was meant to learn?
What? No. I simply thought you'd like to know what Tuwaka thought of you. He is an excellent judge of character. No. The real lesson of these heroes is that legend always carries a price. You must be prepared to pay that toll when it comes.
The way he said when, no. I don't know why that tickled me so much, but it did.
Tuwaka extends his hand. You need only enter the portal, and you will be transported back to the desert below.
Thank you.
Please, tell me you have seen her.
Who?
Shiri, the scholar's apprentice. Have you seen her? She had the ancient text from the Withered Hand necromancer at Tava's Blessing. She was supposed to go back to Bergama, but she never made it.
Oh, I haven't seen her. Why would she be here?
We knew Shiri believed the Third Ward was here, and that you came this way, so we were hoping. Alas, there is one other place she might be, but I am too weak to make the journey. Will you take on the search for Shiri in my stead?
Yeah, but what's so important about finding Shiri?
It is not just Shiri. It is the text she found at Tava's Blessing. Scholar Zore says it must be kept away from the Withered Hand. Shiri has a cousin in Satakalam, Nahira. Please, you must go and see if Shiri is there.
Alright, I'll go look for Shiri.
Thank you, my friend. Prince Azah said you were indispensable. I now see why. You do an old soldier a great favor by helping. I hope Shiri is not hurt, and even more so, I hope that text has not been taken again by the Withered Hand.
How did you get injured?
I was beset by many troubles on the journey from Tava's Blessing. Scorpions, dune rippers, and then, not far from here, I was ambushed by the Withered Hand. I managed to kill the dirty dogs, but not before they had hurt me pretty good.
Are you gonna be alright?
Yes. Yes, I just need time to rest, to eat, and to properly bandage my wounds. Finding Shiri is too important, though. I would have made myself go on, however slowly, if you were not here.
I have a healing potion if you want one. I don't mind sharing. It's the one problem I have with this game, is that everyone's like, I'm dying, and I'm like, I got like 300 healing potions. I will gladly give you one. Okay, why would Shiri visit her cousin?
I do not know, but it is all we have to go on. Scholar Zore was almost certain Shiri would have come here, but she suggested Satakalam as her next guess. Shiri was not close to her cousin, but Zore said she planned to visit Nahira someday.
What do I do if I find Shiri?
She needs to take that text she found in Tava's Blessing and bring it back to Zore and Bergama. If you are willing, I would suggest you escort the girl there yourself. She seems to have a talent for getting lost.
Is she a traitor? Because she sent us here to talk to that scholar right there, and that scholar was like, I have nothing to do with any of this. So was that like a false thing? Alright, so
We can use this.
let's see, where am I? I am here. I go here. We're wrapping up this corner down here. Okay. Oh, yeah, sure. I'll stop by the merchant real quick. After I guess I pick this water skin.
On your way out into the desert, adventurer? It's dangerous to go alone. You should probably buy a few things.
Yeah, I hope you're wearing some sunscreen, lady. We gotta unlock this. Okay, we're good there. I'm gonna go down and do this dungeon, except...
Gods truly have no mercy. Only the dead and the desperate end up in this part of the desert. You appear to be neither, so you must be a very brave woman. Do you intend to enter the cursed grounds? The tears of the dishonored?
What is the Tears of the Dishonored?
It is a place of decay. A place even the gods do not acknowledge. It is where the dishonored dead are sent. When one has shamed themselves beyond redemption, his or her body is dumped here, unwashed and unconsecrated.
What are you doing here?
My wife's remains were sent here, unjustly. She was a good woman. I have come to see her remains consecrated, but it has proven difficult. I wonder if you could assist me. If so, come to the gates of the burial grounds and I will explain.
Sure, I'll meet you at the gates. Maybe? I don't know. Did I do this one? I feel like I might have done this one. I guess instead of doing the dungeon, we're gonna go do that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
My thanks.
Ugh! Dirt fungus.
Yeah, glad I could help, guys.
Someday you'll make something
As you can see, this is a horrible place. They just dump the bodies anywhere. And the predators, these harpies, come to feed on the corpses. Lizaria, she does not deserve this. She has done nothing wrong.
How did her remains end up here?
It was her older brother's fault. The dirty thief. He took advantage of her. He came to Zaria, on the run from some dangerous people to whom he owed a great deal of money. He asked her to sell some items he and his friends had acquired.
These were stolen items?
Yes. and Zaria knew that. But her brother promised to find legitimate work once he paid his debts, so she agreed to help. But then he and his friends came back, asking her to fence more stolen items, and threatening violence if she refused.
What did she do?
She turned them into the guard. But they had planted evidence on her, suggesting she had stolen some valuable gems. In the end, they were all executed, even my poor Zaria. So now I ask, would you be willing to consecrate her remains?
I will. Just tell me what to do.
Take these funerary oils and perform the consecration. You will know Zaria's corpse because she still wears the wooden ring I gave her when we were first married. Find her remains and pour the oil upon them. That is all I ask.
I understand. Wait here and I will return. I guess I particularly don't care if she's innocent or not of the crime. I still think that she should, you know, be properly buried in their lore. But that said, this better not be like a trick and I'm resurrecting her or something equally horrible.
Bah! To Apocrypha with you.
The wooden ring Darius mentioned is not on this body. Oh, that's terrible. They don't even bury them. They just throw them here? Oh, yeah, of course I'm gonna help them. I guess I really triply do not care. A wooden ring on this corpse decaying hand indicates this must be Zoria. Darius may want the ring as a keepsake for his wife.
If you have come to search my remains for the gems I was accused of stealing, then you are both a coward and a fool. You will not find the gems here. Only the corpse of a good woman who did not deserve this dishonor.
Actually, your husband sent me here to consecrate your remains.
No, wait! Please do not. It is sweet of Darius to try to do this for me, but I am not ready to go to the far shores. My body was dumped here for a crime I did not commit, and I would see myself exonerated before I rest.
Do you have some ways to prove your innocence?
I do. The fiends who did this to me, my brother and his friends, their remains are here too. They framed me for stealing valuable gems, but the truth was that they swallowed the gems. They died with the proof of my innocence in their guts.
So the gems are here, in the burial grounds.
Yes, as the corpses of the dirty dogs have decomposed, the gems have been exposed. If you would recover these gems, that would prove my innocence.
Alright, I'll go recover the gems then.
Oh, Tuwaka bless your soul. This will be immensely satisfying. Search the corpses of my brother Thadret, Hillid the Blade, and Islay the Highwayman. I expect their spirits may come forth. I may show up as well, just to watch you smite them.
As you wish. I'm a little concerned about, we didn't see these bodies until I interacted with her, and these are not a good omen. Yeah. Stop worrying about it, it's fine. Why not?
Quality material.
Islayeth the Highwayman, you dirty dog. Show yourself.
You betrayed us first.
Wait, I want to know more details about You Betrayed Us First. Is there more to her story? Oh, but she ran and told on them, didn't she? Because they threatened her, and then she was like, I'm gonna turn you guys in. But then they planted the... Okay, actually, I kind of remember now.
Thadderit, being your sister was my greatest dishonor. You disgust me. Show yourself.
You're a fool, Zaria, even in death. Advance!
There's more where that came from.
Hillid the Blade, you cowardly liar. Show yourself.
You got what you deserve, wench.
Any more? I need some tea.
I just picked up the things. Alright. Foul fishing hole. Back around this corner here. Calm down. Oh. I said calm down.
May those bastards' evil souls languish here for all eternity. Now we must only nullify the wrong they did to me in life. If you will take the gemstones back to Darius, he can present them to the authorities and prove my innocence.
Then your spirit can rest?
Justice is done. Thank you for your part in this. I am ready to go to the far shores even now. Take my ring and the gems to Darius. I know he will see this through, and with that knowledge, I can rest.
Okay. Then you're ready for me to consecrate your remains?
I am. Do what you came here to do. Goodbye.
Rest at peace. Or be at peace, I think is what. Alright. We did it. We did our good deed for the day. That's fairly horrible, right? They just bring the bodies here and dump them and let the harpies just chew on them and the sun bleach their bones. Like, that is horrific in this lore of Elder Scrolls.
I prayed Tawaka would guide you. Did you find Zaria? I heard fighting amongst the dead. Is she all right?
With her help, I did find proof of her innocence.
Wonder of wonders. Her ring shows you speak the truth. And these are the stolen gems. They will prove her innocence. I can bury my wife with honor beside our family. This is more than I ever hoped. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. I'm glad we could help. Done with that. Oh. Nobody wants to see that. This way. Let's go do the dungeon and get that over with.
Ew. Be sure to wash your hands.
Yeah, Xander. Yeah, and you were so high-strung over the mushrooms. They're actually really quite good for you, Xander. And they make some of our best potions, buddy. And I guess I really promise I'm not going to make you eat them. Though I do drink them, I guess. No, I don't think so. I think for the most part I sell what I make with the mushrooms, but still, it is the best-selling potion, Xander. Or one of them. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Fewer and fewer travelers are using the roads thanks to all the recent trouble. There's no one to send up your way. Please give me some time. I have a plan to start trying to send them from the cities. I need a few days to actually get around people, though. Just keep that slimy pet of yours far away from me, and I'll make sure it has something to eat soon. Do I want to know what the slimy pet is? So human, monster. I'm a human.
I'm feeling hostility.
Looks like this way. Looks like we're going. The NPC behind us said, "Did she fall asleep on watch again?" All angry like.
Make better choices.
I would love to tell you that I saw that heavy sack, and
find.
what I was clicking was to get that. I totally did not see that heavy sack, and it's just pure happenstance that when I was clicking to loot the chest, that we were looting that. We are so powerful with that spell that we managed to make them freeze in air and defy gravity. Xander, we are magical people. Hear what she said. Well, come on then. Well, let me cast that spell. The letter, only dusted lightly with sand, was recently written. Fedel, Huzzle hungers, many snakes may I tame, but no one tames him. The desert rumbles with his serpentine desires. He craves fresh meat. Send the unwary into the sand-blown mine. Huzzle must feast. Maruda. Should take the letter and confront Fidel. Whoever Fidel is. Direction do I want to go? We are going this way. Said we are going this way. Nope, we're not going this way. This way. Where are we going? Oh. This way.
Make better choices.
It'll forever be a mystery if he's talking to me or if he's talking to them. When he says make better choices. Oh, look at our shadow against the right wall there. That's actually pretty darn cool. I am impressed. Oh, now. I saw the spider web and was just thinking a second ago. Spider web.
And that's done. What's next?
I gotta look at the map, Xander. I actually don't know which direction we came out of. Alright, oh, the boss is like right around the corner here.
A most gratifying resolution.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? Looks like we're going this way. Running into spiders. Why, Xander? Why? Fantastic, thanks.
Hostilities ended.
Yep,
now
going this way.
Relax.
Took me a second to freeze them. Oh, young spiders? Great, great, love it. Love it. You shouldn't have.
Let it sit with you.
You shouldn't have to be reminded of our agreement, but this one seems to find herself in a position where she has to. We haven't had any fresh travelers through here for weeks. We don't have travelers to ambush. We don't get any gold or valuables, which in turn means you get nothing. You have 4 days to send goods our way before Uzo starts getting hungry. Good. So happy. Okay. That one's stuck. Yes. Guess I'll leave it be. Of course, it can still AoE. You got it, Xander? Alright. We're just gonna leave it be. Xander, it's strangely stuck in the wall. You can let it go, buddy. Yeah, I did see that, heavy set.
That could prove useful in our work.
Yeah, thank you, Xander. I already got it. Appreciate it, though, buddy.
I'm with you, cohort.
maybe you shouldn't be pounding on the support beams of the cave that's above your head. I'm just thinking. I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but I do feel like that might be not the best way to live your life.